Hey there, this is David with David's Healthy Living, and this morning we're going to be talking about the fascia, which of course is a big buzzword in the world of movement, performance, and to some degree health and wellness. So first, let's go over what the fascia is. It's a connective tissue that connects or is everything in your body. It's collagen tubes that water is moving through, which is one of the reasons hydration is so important. And this connective tissue has slide and glide ability. So it slides and it glides. That's how you want your fascia to function. If it stops sliding effectively and starts getting stuck, where normally it should be able to keep moving, that is when you start to get some serious restrictions in that given area of the body and many times pain. So in terms of, like I said, it connects or is everything in your body. So ligamentous tissue, so like the ligaments of the spine or the ACL or any of the ligaments of the knee, those are fascia. Okay. And then in terms of it connecting things, it's connecting muscle to organs, bones to muscle, so on and so forth. In terms of working with the fascia, there's an order of priority when it comes to doing that. And this is what we've seen be most valuable at David's Healthy Living, what I've seen be most valuable in practices that I've worked in over the years. First, you do manual therapy. So you do manual therapy first, create changes in the quality of the tissue, the quality of the fascia, so it has better slide and glide. And then in order to maintain that, you must do specific movements to maintain that change in the tissue. If you don't do that, you're not going to maintain that change in the tissue, and then it becomes a Band-Aid situation where you need to keep getting on the table every week or what have you to feel better, right? To feel less pain or feel no pain or to improve your performance, or it depends on what your goal is, but you become dependent on being on the table all the time. If you're doing movements, specific movements, which is going to be very different from one individual to the other, it's a case-by-case basis. But when you're doing movements that maintain that change in the quality of the tissue, now you should be getting on the table less. So you know that you're doing the right movements for your body when you're not needing to be on the table as much. Now, this is assuming your body's in a fairly healthy place. If you're someone who has suffered something extremely severe like a car accident and you've had multiple injuries in the spine and things go on with different joints in the body, it's going to take a little more time. You're going to be on the table a lot to unwind a lot of the trauma that's stored in your system. But if you're someone who's active or you're someone who's just into wellness and you don't have any severe injuries or a lot of severe injuries that have piled up, you shouldn't be on a table that much. You should be on a table less often if you're doing the right movements to maintain the changes that being on that table and getting the manual therapy done are creating in your body. So first we do the manual therapy, then we do the movement to maintain the changes of that quality of tissue, which again is about sliding, and just think of sliding and gliding. You want your fascia to be able to slide and glide so you have more freedom of movement. Then the third thing here is NLC, that's nutrition and lifestyle. So as I said at the start of the video, fascia is collagen tubes that water is moving through. So if your nutrition and lifestyle are way out of whack, that's going to have a negative impact on the quality of those collagen tubes. It's going to have a negative impact on how much water is in the system, which means that you're going to get dehydration in different areas of the body, and then the tissue starts to restrict. You start to lose that sliding and gliding function of your fascia. So we have manual therapy, then movement, then nutrition, lifestyle. Now, one of the big questions that I get a lot is, hey, David, how do I know I'm doing the right movements? Well, that is, again, a case-by-case basis. But a very easy example is, let's say you've had an injury, a disc injury at a specific spot in your spine. You would get the manual therapy done, And then you would do specific movements to help that area maintain the changes in the tissue. So let's say I'm an example of this. I've had a T6, T7 disc injury. So I would get manual therapy done on myself, and then I would do specific exercise to work right around that region of the spine. For me, it was T5, T6, T6, T7, and T7, T8 where I put the most focus. So that's an example of using very targeted exercises to create those changes in the tissue. Okay, and there's many different approaches and methods out there that I've seen be effective. The Eldoa is extremely effective. We utilize that a lot in David's Healthy Living. Feldenkrais is extremely effective. We utilize that a lot. So there's different things you can use, but it's going to be a case-by-case basis. It depends on how the injury occurred, where are you most restricted. For me, I was really restricted in rotation. So I was using a lot of things that were able to bring back my ability to rotate my thoracic spine freely without pain. So this has been a short breakdown of the fascia and how it functions in the body, or how we like to work with it in the body. In terms of how it functions in the body, that's a video that will be quite a bit longer. If you'd like to learn more, you can check us out at davidshealthyliving.com, and in the description, I'll put my link tree so that you can see all the different social platforms that we're on. And we are currently located in West Palm Beach, Florida. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.